So this is a segment that we actually had during the podcast that we did for 4 years.
Good segment.
And it is called What's New at Staples. We take a look at what Staples Center, what they're doing new this year. So here we present What's New at Staples.
What's new at Staples? They have automatic towel dispensers in the men's room, which distributes approximately 3 inches of paper towel to dry your hands.
Which I like because, I mean, since the auto flush, there hasn't been a huge improvement in the restroom facilities, but I like the paper towel dispensers. They're nice.
You know what? I know the Kings want to be green, and I really like the inconvenient truth, but at the same token, my hands were just wet all night, you know, and it was just, I didn't like it.
So speaking of green, the Kings have a new intro, like they do every year. They have a new kind of crazy thing going on, and that is a green laser light show, which is pretty cool. You know, I have to question the color green. I'm not sure why it's green, but it's pretty spectacular. Also part of the intro is a crazy sort of animation thing. And they had one last year where they had a castle and, you know, they did like videos of historic past. And this year I think it's a little cheap.
It's like a CGI that you would create on like a Toys R Us computer for like a 6-year-old. It's really bad. And then at one point, Dustin Brown, an animation of him, comes out of a castle and he throws down his stick like, "You shall not pass!" And then everybody freezes on the opposite team, and then he shoots a puck and they explode. It's like a really awful Lord of the Rings. The other thing that the Los Angeles Kings have done to become green, Al Gore would like this, they got rid of the scorecards. And I mean, Kings fans, look, you get a scorecard. It's a picture of a Kings player, and on the back has the numbers and stats of everyone on the Kings and the opposing team. It was a great reference for people in the East, like the Carolina Hurricanes, that would come by and you didn't know who was number 8. Patrick O'Sullivan,
which was Patrick O'Sullivan. And also, like, who the heck is this goalie? I had no idea who that guy was. It wasn't Ward. I knew that. No. But, you know, like, they're going green, and if you want a scorecard now, you have to print it out online. So people are just not going to do that and go to a game. I mean, you're kidding. And lastly is the Jumbotron. Obviously, a massive upgrade. Staples Center is, what, 11 years old now?
Sure.
It's getting there, so obviously a huge upgrade. It is an HD. It is actually pretty friggin' spectacular. I doubt it was for Kings fans. I think the Lakers' money paid for it.
Definitely.
But it's so cool that it's almost distracting because it's just so ridiculously clear. It's nice. I don't know if I'm supposed to watch the game live or if I'm supposed to watch it on the Jumbotron. It's really nice.
Finally, one other thing, and you know, Chris, it's been bothering me now for years. I really think they should have fixed it. But when you're washing your hands after using the restroom in a cold ice arena, you know what I would like? Warm water. Yes. And Kings fans, that has been your What's New at Staples Center in 2010/11.
Okay, Kings fans, so we have a lot of followers on YouTube, and obviously the top 2 countries are the United States and Canada, obviously.
Of course.
But the third might surprise you a little bit. It is not Russia. It is not Sweden. It is not Slovenia. It's actually the great nation of Finland. Now, I know in the past we've said some sort of questionable things about Finland.
Oh, you double vowel motherfucker. Oh, you reindeer-loving punk. Oh, you cheap shot artist.
But we would like to make that up, and we're going to give you our top 5 favorite things about the great nation of Finland. Number 1, Jarkko Ruutu. Now, nothing says classy and brave like biting another player's fingers. Andrew Peters, you totally deserve that, and you, my friend, deserve a medal. Now, that is primal instinct.
Number 2, Nokia, the communications giant and rubber boot maker, also based in Finland. The theater across from Staples Center also bears its moniker. If it were anything else, it would just be weird. Like Sony.
Number 3, Nightwish. This Finnish symphonic metal band has been inspiring the world with its fantasy and goth-based music for over a decade. Now, if you don't get emotional listening to the song Sleepwalker, you are simply not alive.
Jussi Jokinen, shootout specialist, has been impressing us with his sense of style for years. He single-handedly taught Nordic men how not to dress gay.
Oh, number 5, we couldn't get them all in there, but honorable mentions go to Yari Curry, The Sauna, Rainbows, the band Lordi, and Cloudberry Liqueur.
So thank you, Finland, and all you delightful Finnish people. Thank you for watching KingsCast like it's an episode of the Dudesons.
So our gift to you, well, you're watching it. So even though there isn't one Kings player that's finished in the entire organization, here's to you, Finland.
Kiitos! All right, so Kings fans, my brother goes to USC, the University of Southern California, and we present to you tonight a rare glimpse into the USC life, what it's really like. So we present to you the top 5 reasons Kings hockey is better than Trojans football.
Check it out.
Number 1, the Kings are actually eligible for the postseason. Number 2, the Ice Girls make me want to tie a sock on my door so my roommate doesn't come in. Number 3, Kings fans don't have to strap a flask to their calves. Number 4, Kings players are missing teeth, and missing teeth is classy. Number 5, Trojans fans kick lampposts. Kings fans kick ass. Oh, and by the way, hey Ice Captain Debbie, how you doing?
All right, Kings fans, so it is the holiday season. Thanksgiving is right around the corner, and it's our time to give thanks for what we're happy about being a Kings fan.
I'm thankful for Jarrett Stoll. Here's a guy that we wanted to trade in the offseason. He's not a second-line center. The only thing he's good for is winning faceoffs. He's been amazing this year. Goals, really paired up well with Ryan Smith and Justin Williams. Thankful for you, Stoley.
Now, I'm thankful for Justin Williams. Now, talk about a guy that pretty much everyone on the, all fans in the organization, we totally wrote this guy off. Never thought he would be able to score like he has, and he has. He's got 9 goals. He's got 21 points. He's an absolute stud out there, and he's literally carrying this team on offense a lot of the time. So, love you, bro.
On a more serious note, Kings fans, I'm thankful for the Ice Girls calendar. That was a home freaking run. I will confess that video is played continuously on my television in the living room. Awesome job, Kings.
Kings fans, I am thankful for Bailey, our beloved mascot. This guy is incredible. Now, I know when he first came out several years ago, everyone thought it was sort of cheesy. You know, he's a lion sort of parading out there. The guy is hilarious. We're so lucky to have this guy. He speaks with his hands like no one else. Everyone loves him. Love you, Bailey.
I'm thankful for a second line that we have this year that's actually producing, and also named the Geezer line.
And lastly, I am thankful for having a first line that appears to still be working without a bona fide left winger. Now, we've been able to hold our own right now, inserting the 4 or 5 players who have tried to fill that role. So I'm thankful so far. Not going to last, but thankful that we've been able to score.
So Kings fans, what are you thankful for? Oh, that's right, it's us.
So Kings fans, we are very fortunate here at KingsCast to be included on the mailing list of a lot of Kings players, which, I mean, it makes sense. When a lot of people think LA Kings, they think KingsCast.
Usually.
That's no different. I mean, this year we're back, so we actually got a bunch in the mail today. Let's start off with the rookies. Got a nice card from the rookies here.
Up next, and you know, this didn't happen last year, Chris, maybe because of, you know, the criticizing, but we got a Christmas card from Dean Lombardi, and you know, really honored about that. Didn't know he actually took the time to write Christmas cards. Maybe he doesn't. Maybe it's just to us.
Assistant or something.
But check it out, Dean Lombardi.
All right, this one comes from our popular enforcer, Kevin Westgarth, who, you know, obviously he knows what happened in that first fight with John Scott over Chicago, but the guy's a beast, obviously, so he recognizes that. But we also recognize that he fought him again in a rematch, and it was, you know, pretty much a draw. So tonight, Kings fans, was Canadian Heritage Night with the Toronto Maple Leafs in town. Always a good showing when we were playing a Canadian team. Lots of Maple Leafs fans out there. Always good to see. It's always super loud. Oh, Canada. People are actually singing along with the national anthem.
Yeah.
I like it. Then it goes silent when the American national anthem comes on. But, you know, we love the nation of Canada. Obviously, Keith, you were born there. So it means a lot to you. But we're going to give you our new segment that we like to call Things We Love About Canada.
Crown Royal. This blended Canadian whiskey has been curing the ills of KingsCast personnel, providing for hours and hours of conversational gibberish for years.
Beavers. Who doesn't like beavers? Hairy, wild, sometimes stuff. These whimsical creatures provide minutes, sometimes less, of quality entertainment. And careful, because some bite.
French fries with melted cheese curds and gravy. Enough said.
Ryan Smith. Captain Canada has made a career of playing old-time hockey with passion, style, and emotion. Plus, he cries sometimes, and that's cool.
Curling, the underappreciated thrill-a-minute sport of granite-pushing frozen shuffleboard is stuff legends are made of. Stay tuned for KingsCast Curling Podcast.
Oh, Canada. The inspirational national anthem of Canada cuts straight to the point with its simplistic lyrics by saying, hey, we're a big country and we're free.
And finally, Keith Cornelick. That's me. I'm Canadian, and you're welcome.
So, folks, obviously, with the recent activity with the Kings today, we had to say goodbye to a dear friend, Mr. Marco Sturm. You know, was put on waivers and quickly picked up by the Washington Capitals, and you know, these are tough. You know,
They really are. Kings fans, that's why we bring you, with great reluctance, another segment we like to call See Ya. Ah, Marco Sturm. Marco, we got you for nothing. And then you came to the Kings, and you also did nothing. That's why we got to say, See ya!
Marco, I'm really gonna miss the way your knees remind me of Mr. Glass in the M. Night Shyamalan film Unbreakable. So we got to say, See ya!
Ah, Marco Sturm, you're German. Well, German also invaded Russia in World War II and was unsuccessful. You are also invading Russia, but in Washington, and will also be unsuccessful, which is why we very much got to say, See ya!
Sturmy. Dean Lombardi loved you in Boston. Then he acquired you, and then you played for the Kings, and then he fell out of love with you. So you know what? We got to say, Auf Wiedersehen!